Good morning, Gators. So many of you probably saw the governor's press conference yesterday in which he relaxed some of the mandatory business closings due to the pandemic. If not, please check out one of your local news stations' websites. They will have all the information you need regarding those changes. I start with this because I'm sure many of you may be wondering if or how that change in direction affects schools, specifically Green Valley. At this point, it doesn't change anything for us. Schools remain closed until further notice to students and staff. I did receive a response from the World Strides representative yesterday. World Strides is the company that organized the ground package for the choir trip. The representative said that she is pretty sure that the refund was mailed out, but was going to check with her accounting department one last time before she gave final confirmation. So we might be nearing the finish line in terms of finalizing the choir trip refund situation. Unfortunately, I still do not have any new information to pass along to you regarding the other trips. Perhaps we'll hear something back in the next few days. I certainly hope so. As for cap and gown distribution, yearbook distribution, etc., we are aiming for all that to start on the 18th of May, as we need the yearbooks here in order to make the process a one-stop shopping type experience. We are still working on the details of how we're going to get everything we need to get done in as quick and as efficient manner as possible while still observing social distancing and other health recommendations and guidelines regarding the pandemic. We're getting closer. I do want to caution you, though, that May 18th is when we're hoping to get started. Obviously, multiple factors could impact that date and move it back, so don't write that down in ink just yet. Also, you need to understand that because of all the precautions we're going to be taking to protect you and our staff, this process is going to take longer than normal. Usually we get this process done in a day or two. This time it will likely take much longer, possibly more than a week. We'll just have to see. I know that some of you are asking about how to pay fines when students are not allowed in the building, as that is where our banker's office is located. I did speak with our banker yesterday about this, and I think we have it figured out, but I want to talk with her one more time before I say for sure that we're going to handle those fines in a particular way. Yesterday I was asked the question, what if my brother has a Chromebook that he got because he's a senior and going to be graduating, but now I need it for summer school and possibly next year? Can we just keep the one that we have instead of returning it and checking it back out or getting a different one? I don't know the answer to that one, though I'm always in favor of making things like this simpler and easier for all involved. I will speak with our site-based technician to see if that can be done. That way he can set up the checkout system, and he made it very easy to track which Chromebooks went where. I'm not sure how easy it would be for him to change that in our system, but I will talk with him, and I should have an answer for you on Monday. Thanks to everyone who has sent me a graduation idea over the past couple of months. I know that everyone's had their thinking cap on regarding how to best recreate that ceremony given our current limitations. I think we have a pretty good plan for moving forward, and it has been submitted to the district for approval, so I'll let you know as soon as I get word about whether we can move forward with that idea or not. Finally, just let me say that as many of you know, this is National Teacher Appreciation Week. I've always firmly believed that every single person that works at Green Valley High School is an integral part of the mission of providing world-class education, and that's why we celebrate Staff Appreciation Week instead. So today, rather than a message to conclude today's announcement, I'm going to just close out by saying thank you to all the teachers, counselors, aides, secretaries, and custodians that make our school one of a kind. I've been lucky to travel far and wide for both personal and professional reasons during my time at Green Valley, and I can tell you that our school's reputation as an institution of exceptional quality is well known. I've had people remark on it unsolicited in an elevator in New York City, and at a conference I attended in Chicago. We're fortunate to have teachers walk our halls, some in the past and some still today, that have reputations for excellence on a national level, and that doesn't happen without a lot of hard work, long hours, and an insane level of dedication, persistence, and of course, a commitment to excellence. All of that happens because everyone at our school is so fundamentally committed to making sure that the building looks great, which it does, even after nearly 30 years in operation, thank you custodians, that the atmosphere is a welcoming, friendly one, thank you secretaries, aides, teachers, counselors, and because we have a community that supports us wholeheartedly, because it knows that what we do is incredibly important in terms of building a better future. Thank you to everyone here at Green Valley who makes this a special place to be, even in a virtual sense. The Gators are known far and wide because regardless of the challenge in front of us, we all exhibit that we got this mentality every single day. To close things out today, we're going to spotlight some exemplary employees for our Staff of the Month Awards. Thanks for listening and have a great day. Please join me in congratulating Dustin Daniels as our Support Staff Employee of the Month. As you know, Dustin is a superstar site-based technician. He's always willing to help anyone in support of the school's mission, and he will do it well. He's the most responsive site-based tech I've ever worked with, and he never says, "I don't know how to do that," even if he probably doesn't. He just figures things out. As many of you know, in March we had to distribute hundreds of Chromebooks to students who didn't have computers at home. That involved dismantling 7 Chromebook carts that Dustin had painstakingly organized and assembled. Generally, it takes Dustin about a week or so to put one cart together, and it's not easy. Well, we needed to disassemble them in a very short time frame and get them ready for distribution. And so when we called Dustin to see if he wanted to help us do that, he said, absolutely. And without whining about how long it was going to take him to put all this stuff back together, he just calmly went about the business of directing that process, creating a system to easily track the Chromebooks, and helping the admin team disassemble his hard work in the easiest way possible. When he's not helping bail all of us out of some technology-related jam, he enjoys spending time with his girlfriend and his 2 children and getting to cut the line at restaurants and other entertainment venues when he introduces himself as Mr. Bezos or Mr. Satriani. Congratulations to Dustin Daniels, our Support Staff Employee of the Month.
Good afternoon, Gators. I'm honored to be with you here today to announce Green Valley's Teacher of the Month for May 2020. Mr. Pete Atoigi was nominated by his colleagues for his dedication to students inside and outside of his classroom. Anyone who knows Pete or has been in his classroom or seen his students knows that he has an enthusiasm for teaching and engaging students in all sorts of learning and opportunities. If he's not inside of his SLD class teaching students English, he is out in the community teaching them job skills and giving them the experience they need to get a job once they graduate from Green Valley High School. Pete also is a wonderful colleague. He is the first one to lend a helping hand if there's anyone in need, whether it's donating to a cause or helping somebody move or helping a fellow colleague write their IEPs for their students. That he's going to be the one that's always going to be there, and he's going to step up and he's going to make sure that he sees the job through. One of the best examples of this is this year we had a foreign exchange student on campus that needed a different placement. And within 30 seconds of Mr. Roberts sending out the email, Mr. Atoigi said, "I will take her in and my family will host her." And they did. She was in a situation that wasn't the best for her, and she went into a house that opened their doors, and they took her all around the city and the state, and they showed her all about what it was like to be an American teenager. And although she had to leave a little early because of COVID, rest assured she will be back because the relationships that she built with Mr. Atoigi and his family will be one that continues to live on. So thank you, Mr. Atoigi. We see you. We appreciate all that you do, the passion that you have for your students. Thank you. You are an example of commitment to excellence. Go Gators.